reaction. We got woke WNBA exposed. Ex-NBA player declares he's, I don't know if I can say that word, to play in the league, man. Let's get it.
After careful consideration and reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I am officially declaring myself a
But like,
WNBA.
why is he trying to? I've obviously seen this already. I haven't seen the full video, but I've seen a little bit of him trying to explain it. And my thing is like, why are people literally trying to like find loopholes and abuse things?
Reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I am officially declaring myself a WNBA.
I mean, nigga must love basketball. Let's look at it on the bright side, I guess. Like, you must love you ain't going back to the NBA, so it's like, man, I can't give it up, bro. I just gotta find a loophole. I gotta find a way.
Let the insanity begin. I just saw this a few hours ago, and I thought this may be something that we could talk about on this channel. So,
shout out, bro, for the content.
Player declaring that he is interested in playing in the WNBA. Let's watch this.
After careful consideration,
what does the X over there Nike mean? Sign, Nike sign.
After careful consideration and reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I am officially declaring myself a WNBA prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA. My team and I have carefully examined the WNBA's eligibility criteria and governing framework surrounding self-identification and inclusion.
But he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna be here that long, is he? Is he gonna be? Look, it's like in and out though. You know. I think it's good. I don't think I'm in the way. Just we both on the same side. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that in the future.
My eligibility for the upcoming WNBA draft in May 2027. I am definitely not here to mock, make fun of, or disrespect any community or personal choices. I am simply asking that the current rules be applied equally to everyone. The rules that represent the very values many WNBA players and coaches have publicly advocated for. My team and I are prepared to ensure these guidelines are applied equally, consistently, and without exception. And I look forward to the WNBA honoring its
It's not fair, bro. Like,
see you at training camp.
So we see here, Eves, I think he changed his last name to Freedom, interested in playing in the WNBA. Now, the whole summer, it's all about drama when you are even considering talking about the WNBA. I don't think people are really watching the games. There's a few players that actually do enjoy watching. Olivia Miles is amazing. And obviously, Caitlin Clark. The first time I actually went to a physical WNBA game was last year. The Liberty, New York Liberty, was playing the Fever, and I wanted to see Caitlin Clark play, and she was hurt. So I was pretty annoyed about that. But all season, people are talking about either Caitlin Clark, you're talking about the trans rights. So it's just a matter of time for someone to truly pull a Joanna Man in reality. If you guys don't know what Joanna Man is, it's an old movie back in the day where a guy that couldn't play in the NBA anymore decided to play in the WNBA. It was a comedy, actually.
That shit really already happened? I have to watch that.
Now we're seeing this in
I've heard of Joanna Man, but I didn't know that's what that was.
It was a comedy, actually. I doubt you can make that comedy now, but now we're seeing this in real time here.
Hot dogs and hamburgers, man. She's all that in a Hot Wheel track.
And lately, this topic, which I thought this topic was pretty much dead and gone since last year, that should trans women be able to play or men be able to play in the women's league?
Things are heating up in the WNBA right now, largely
off
the court, after Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham voiced support for banning transgender girls.
They at least gotta be, what's the name, but definitely not full blown.
Women in female sports in a recent...
I mean, they still are full blown, right? Even if... I don't know if I can say that word, bro. Like, I mean, it's not even a hate word. It's just... You know, you can't even say certain words sometimes. Like, I don't know.
ESPN interview. Then doubling down.
When it comes just to protecting young girls in sport and women in sport, I feel very strongly about that.
Protests popped up outside her next game against the Seattle Storm. But supporters say bans on trans athletes, especially in youth sports, encourage bullying, discrimination, and even violence. And that trans people represent an extremely small percentage of competitors across all levels.
I thought this was already a done conversation, but the problem is issues that
just make a what's the name league,
asking the players and the coaches for their opinions. And Freedom is correct that there are people who believe that trans women should be able to play in the WNBA.
I think it's trans rights now is our new battle. That's what I think that I was saying, that like the battles have changed. You know, like our intentions have been the same, but now the environment has changed. We see trans people's rights being, you know, stripped away from them. There's a lot of discord.
But like, man, like, what do you? It can't be a full blown man. Like, are they gonna take like estrogen or whatever, all that extra stuff to like? You gotta be close as hell to a woman, man. Like, it's like hell. You can't be. It's not fair. You gotta really be a woman, like as close as possible.
Environment has changed. We see trans people's rights being, you know, stripped away from them. There's a lot of discourse around trans athletes and what they can compete in. I would welcome a trans athlete on my team or against my team anytime. I don't think it's a problem in the world. It's just another way to kind of attack trans people. You know, we've seen players like Lasia Clarendon who stepped into that forefront and have been brave enough and courageous enough to kind of step up. So I guess that's the next battle that we have to fight as athletes.
So this is the NBA player Gabby Williams. To be honest, I have no idea what team she plays for. Never seen a woman play a day in my life. Her and other coaches have been supportive of this. So it's natural that this crazy situation was going to happen. Cantor is forcing the league to set a standard, betting that they're going to either reject him or they're going to have to articulate a biological sex rule that they've been avoiding writing down, or stay silent, which is going to flame as hypocrisy, and maybe he'll have a legal fight on their hands. This is a challenge to the ambiguous nature of the league's written rules. Their written rules do not explicitly authorize eligibility based on solely the declaration of an identity, and historical practice has excluded male-born athletes. Whether the WNBA will treat a self-ID claim as sufficient remains untested in any official ruling, because no such case has been accepted. So this is something that's going to be totally new, and I think Cantor is going to take this to the limit and force the WNBA to finally declare either they're going to allow this guy to play, and I know he's been out the league for a long time. I know a lot of it is based on some of the things that he said publicly. He's a conservative. He has criticized the NBA for taking money from China, criticized LeBron James, and he may have been blackballed out, but he wasn't
really. Oh, okay, really. I didn't know that.
For taking money from China, criticized LeBron James, and he may have been blackballed out, but he wasn't playing all that great to begin with. Most likely, if he was able to play, like any male that would play in the WNBA, he would dominate. You can't fight biology. Men are stronger, faster. It is what it is. I think if you watch basketball, you should be able to understand it. I think a lot of people who are going back and forth talking about the trend.
But it's like, man, when shit like this be happening, but it's like, when it's like, damn, bro. We're seeing unthinkable things. We're seeing things you never thought you would ever see. Like,
trans rights or getting into political minefields. I think a lot of these people don't watch sports or participate in sports, that you would see and know very quickly how fast the speed of the men's game compared to the women's game is not the same.
And I mean this as respectfully as possible. But 9th grade Lonzo Ball in the WNBA is going crazy. All right? Because look, in 9th grade, I'm over 6 feet. And I'm dunking.
Damn.
Like, no girl in the WNBA is doing that. I'm going back door, throw it up. Like, I'm looking like Jordan.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Chill. That's crazy, though. They getting better, man. Chill.
I'm going back door, throw it up. Like, I'm looking
the league
like
is getting
Jordan
better. I'm fucking with WNBA now. Shout out Livy Miles.
So great.
Shout out Nafisa Colley.
I give it to the WNBA. I'm gonna go probably 8th grade because look,
it's crazy. MPJ. That's like he fits. He fits. He seemed like another long lost brother of them. What the hell?
To the WNBA. I'm gonna go probably 8th grade because look, bro, I have real experience doing this because I played. My sisters went to University of Missouri and I was still a young dude, and they had me playing like on the scout team. And they had a few WNBA players on the team, like Sophie Cunningham and a couple others. And I think I was like in the 7th or 8th grade going dumb. I'm talking about like, so I have real life experience. Like, it's not physically fair, bro. It's just
not fair. That's what I said, bro.
Real life experience.
I didn't know they were going to go that far, though. I mean, they might not be lying, though. Niggas was tall since back then. Niggas was already semi-pros, probably. Maybe I ain't lying.
Like, it's not physically fair, bro. It's just a difference, man. And I wish this would stop being a conversation because it should be common sense, but like, it's just not. But I appreciate, common sense. I feel like sometimes that's lost a little bit.
As some of his NBA players talked about, they were able to dunk the basketball at 8th, 9th grade. They were already 6'1", 6'2", having the ability to jump at 10-foot
Yeah, it's
rims
just not
and
fair,
dunk,
man.
while the women are not able to do what the men can do. So this is going to be a crazy couple of months. He said he's going to try to do this next year. I think if I had to guess what they're going to do is the WNBA will just ignore him. They're going to try to ignore him. They're going to say he's not coming in good faith. They're going to try to find some way to exclude him. But if he pushes this, does he have a potential lawsuit in his hands? If he say, I identified as a woman and they're being bigoted towards me, they're not accepting me for who I am, then there's the people who are defending trans rights through and through to be hypocrites. If he says, I'm a trans woman and I'm trying to participate in the league while coaches and players, some of them accepted me, except Sophie Cunningham that said, she's trying to protect women's sports, you have to let him in. I mean, that's the problem.
Because he identifies.
When you have your rhetoric, you have your principles, you have what you believe in, people are going to test it. And what are you going to do when it's tested? That's the question here. So I thought this was kind of, to be honest, it's kind of funny. I have to admit, this is pretty funny. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch the video. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Shout out, bro, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. I'm out, man. No cap.